Well, folks, today is Thursday. It is 3:35. Yesterday I had the purlins on this first section and then across the top. I got the rest of the purlins put on this morning, and come to find out I was 2 rafters short for this side, so we changed plans. I took the 4 2x8 18-footers back, and I got 2x10 16-footers. I'm going to have to run down to Menards and get some 16-foot tin. They have it in stock. I just need to run down and get it. But the north side is done. I got to go back up. I got to put about a quarter of the screws back in it. But I had 5 sheets hung, and it started to sprinkle, so I hurried up and got all the sheets put up. When I'm hanging the sheets, I get the sheet pulled all the way to the top and put the first screw in, make sure it's even all the way down, because I had to cheat a lot of them. When I first built the original part here, it wasn't totally square. So I kind of got to cheat them all the way down. But I get the top screw put in, and then I make sure the sheet's sitting where I want it, and then I come up, walk down, and put a screw in each one on this side. And then I go back up the other side and put screws in. And then in the middle, or the bottom, I put all the screws across. In the middle, I put all the screws across. And then when I get back to the top, I put a row of screws all the way across. Get all the sheets up, and then you can see where the screws are and just come fill them back in. Well, I have like 3 rows from the center over that need 2 screws or 4 screws in each sheet. So then the screws will be all done. But I just got this far, and the bus is going to be here in a minute, so taking a break for a minute, because when I started this morning it was cold, and throughout the day I ditched the coat and went to the vest. And now since I started hanging the steel, I've been without the vest, and I'm still sweating. So this is how far I've got so far today. On the trailer I have the rafters, the extra tin that's on there. There's 8 sheets for that project for the washroom to raise that roof, to make it 16 by 24 instead of 12 by 24. And then there's an extra 10 sheets on there which were supposed to be for the south wall, but I'm actually going to save those for that north side of this, the cow shed. It'll only be 30 feet instead of 36, but I'm probably going to order enough sheets to do 24 more feet on the cow shed, and then the back side, so it'll be 60 feet from the back of the machine shed out. So I'm probably going to order those when I go to Menards, because it'll just be, I have to order 6 sheets. So, and apparently if you tell them you're a contractor, and my neighbor who is a contractor gave me his number, they'll deliver it. Which, that's why I didn't order this steel from them, because this come into downtown. So, and they're 19-foot sheets, they won't fit in my stock trailer. 16-foot sheets, 18-foot sheets will fit in my stock trailer. So I'm gonna go down to Menards and get 10 sheets of 16-foot long for the south side. Probably run down there tomorrow morning. But I'm gonna get all that lumber thrown up here. Those are 2x10 16s. This is a 2x10 16 I had left over from when I built that part. So I gotta get the last 5 rafters put up here for that. And then there's 1 2x6 12. That's for this last header up here. I forgot when I set this, I fixed the center, so this is a little over 10 foot here, so I had to get a 12 footer. And then there's a couple 2x4s that are going to come from that post over to here, and then the same over in this corner. And then it's going to be the same over here. It's going to go from that post back to the header over here. That'll stiffen up the building a lot. And then if need be, I will go get 4 more and run them across here, so it'll tie the building all together better. But anyways, this is where I'm sitting today. As soon as my daughter gets home, I'm going to get all this lumber thrown up here, so I can get these headers on, get the skid loader moved over, because I don't have bales out there. But I think I'm just going to drive the skid loader in underneath the header board so I can stand on there for getting these rafters set. And then I'm going to have her help me carry in all those purlins that are sitting in front of the shed so I can get them tossed up here. And I'd like to try and get all the purlins put on tonight if I have time. I don't know if I'm going to get that far or not, but I'd like to try and get that far so I can get the trailer pulled back out of here and get that steel offloaded over there up against the building where it's out of the way so it's where I need it. So yeah, that's how far I am today, and I'm really glad the steel came in today instead of tomorrow. They're talking rain and snow tonight, and the hay on this side is the horse's hay, and it'll be pretty well blocked unless the wind is coming out of the south. It'll get a little damp, but we have some tarps to throw over it because we didn't think the steel was coming in. So I might hang the tarps up in here, drape it over. That should protect that. That is for the cows, so I don't really care if that gets rained on. That'll be fed up here in the next month or two, and being it's getting colder now, it's not going to mold a whole lot before I feed it. So yeah, I get the rafters put on. I got to get all the rest of the nails put in there, and then I got to get the outside headers put on here. But the biggest thing is trying to get the roof put on as fast as possible before the snow starts to fly. It's not very fun being on the steel when it's wet. I'm lucky I was wearing my shoes today because they were actually pretty grippy on that steel when it was wet. I'm glad it's 412 pitch and not a 612, I'll tell you that. But anyhow, this is where I'm sitting. I got this half done. Like I say, just go up there and throw them screws on, but it's screwed down enough that, you know, like all these screws are in there. It's not the bottom purlin, but it's the second and the third one. So the screw is on each side of the steel, so there's two in the middle. So there's two here, then two on that one, and the same over here all the way down, except for the last two sheets are fully screwed. That way if the wind starts blowing, it can't start peeling up the first sheet. That's how normally steel gets ripped off. It starts peeling up at the edge and then pulling it all up. So it's good enough right now that it'll stay here. So I had to use the portable scaffolding right there, which is nice. It's nice that I can climb up the Bobcat easily. The bucket's not all the way up. It'll go up another 2 feet, but I can step off the track onto the mount back there where the arm is and step onto the back up on the roof and then climb up in the bucket. So I'm going to end up moving him over there and using him for scaffolding instead of moving these bales over there, because this is horse hay and I like to keep it over here, so I'm just going to use him as scaffolding over on that side. So for the outside, because I've got, you know, this much of a gap over there that there's no bales. So anyways, that's where I'm at. So the bus just got here, so I'm gonna end this video, and if I get a chance, I'm gonna try and do some video as I'm going. But it's like with everything, it's kind of getting to be a race against time here, a race against Mother Nature and the weather. So it's hard to think about grabbing the camera when you're trying to beat the weather. So anyways, it might just be updates as I'm going along. But anyhow, thanks for watching. Catch y'all later.